Hey guys, Shubham here, back with another video. So today I'm gonna review AOSIP OS for the Poco F1. So as you can see, the good thing about this ROM is it's based on the latest security patch, so you don't have to worry about the security issues. Also, it's based on the Android 10, so you don't have to install the Android 11 to have that latest security patch. So as you can see, it's really basic pixel UI, so you don't get any bloatwares or anything installed on this ROM. Also, there is no Play Store included. I have to manually install the Play Store, obviously GApps, that I will show you guys how to do that in the later of the video. So let's get started with the home screen, and as you can see here, you will get few options like rotation. You can also change the icon pack. On the notification here, you will get Google Play Security Protect turned on, so if you want to scan your device here, you can do that as well. As you can see, no problem found. Obviously I don't have any external app installed. Anyways, here are some of the options you'll get on the notification panel. So you'll get screen recorder, screenshot, also dark mode, CPU info. I wish they include the FPS meter, which I really use. Also you'll get option for the NFC. Obviously this version doesn't support the NFC. Also the screen recorder is basic screen recorder. You will able to get option up to 20 Mbps bitrate. Also you can choose between internal and the microphone. You will also able to see the red stop dot, so if you want to stop the screen recording. It's very basic screen recorder, none of the less. Here you will get option for the style, and here you can completely customize this launcher. So as you can see, if you want the green color, it will change the wallpaper as well. So this is like complete theme. So click on apply, and as you can see, right now all the icons are in the green. You can also change the clock settings. So if you want clock to look like this, Samsung, where you will also get option for the bubble, analog, spectrum, also the written clock. So yeah, I really like the aesthetic of this clock. Let's check out the grid here if you want 5x5, which I prefer personally. Anyways, let's check out the camera, and I really hate this camera again. I don't know why they are keep providing this really bad camera. The filters are bad, not working correctly. Also there is no option for the 4K, and as you can see, you can change the exposure here, white balance, focus, but nonetheless there is no option for the HDR as well, so you can't able to take the high dynamic shots. Let's check out the photo pictures. So on here, as you can see on the picture, you won't get option for the HDR, but you can change the exposure, so if you prefer to do that. So let's check out the settings. I guess that's the left now, and on the OvalSnet here you will get option for the status bar. You can completely customize the battery style, so if you want circle dot and percentage next to the icon. You'll also get option for the clock on the right. As you can see, if you want to put it on the right or if you want to put it on the left. You'll also get option to show the seconds. Here you can change the system icons, so if you want headset icons there. Also you'll get option for this logo. As you can see, it's custom logo. On the notification here, you can change the notification options. So if you want that LED light while charging the battery, you will also get option for the blinking light whenever your phone is on the low light as well. Also you can turn off the noisy notification like on the Android 11. On the hardware button here, you will get option for the advanced restart. So if you want to see that all the options like the recovery, bootloader, you can turn this on. And the volume panel style is the AOSP if you want that compact style, or if you want that Oreo, which I really like. As you can see, you will also get turn off animation, like if you want that CRT animation like this. On the lock screen, here you will get option for the charging animation. There is no option to change the charging animation. You will also get charging info while your phone is on the lock screen. Also the LED is working fine. To jump to the camera, you just have to press the power button twice. If you want to activate the torch, here you will get option for the long press to turn on the torch. Now as you can see, it's working perfectly fine. You will also get option for the swipe to screenshot. So if you want to take screenshot, swipe 3 fingers. So on the advanced setting, here you will get option for the navigation also you'll get option for the USB configuration. So once you set the configuration, you don't have to change again and again. Here you will also get option for the in-call vibration, so it will vibrate whenever you. So as you can see about the OC page, and as you can see, it's custom based Android. I really love this OS as well, really simple and easy to use. So let's check out the display. On the display option, here you can change the wallpaper. You'll get live wallpaper and stuff. On the colors, you will get 3 options: natural, boosted and the adaptive. I didn't see any changes while applying any settings, as you can see. Now you will get option for the screensaver. So whenever your phone is on the dock, you should able to see the screensaver. As you can see, I set the screensaver and here it is, what it looks like. You will also get option to change the font size, so if you prefer bigger text. Also you can change the display size as well. Also you can browse and apply this theme. As you can see, you can customize your own theme as well. So if you want this accent color, next, now you can choose the font, you can choose the shape style and the name your theme. So as you can see, now theme is changed. You will also get option to change the refresh rate. So if you have 60 Hz, you can set on the 60 Hz, which will save a lot of battery. If you want 90 Hz, you can set on the 90 Hz, which will improve the performance from the 60 Hz. And if you want that really good performance, you can set on the 120 Hz. So let's check out the sound settings, and as you can see, here you will get option for the direct sound enhancer. You have to put your headphones on to enjoy this feature, because you will get the better sound quality. On the security, the fingerprint unlock is working perfectly. There is no option for the face unlock. So now let me show you guys how to install this ROM on your own device. So first, turn off your device. Once you go to the recovery mode, go to the wipe and wipe everything except the internal storage. Now go back and go to the install, and first install this ROM, which I will give link in the description if you want to download. It will take few minutes to install. So once it's installed successfully, you can go back, go to the install and install the GApps. So after you install the GApps, you should able to see the logo. That means this ROM is installed on your device successfully. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoy. Please leave a like, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.